Hey Brian, this is Brian at G-Force. I just wanted to go over a couple things on your quad with you. First thing, when I brought the unit in, I couldn't hardly get it to start. These power commanders are known for going bad, so I went ahead and just disconnected it just to see if that would help. And it did. It got it to idle a little bit, but I still couldn't get it to take throttle. There was a Scotch lock on the injector wire that had actually worn through. As you can see, I had to repair that wire, and it will actually take a little bit of throttle now. I'd say the main problem is that you got fuel pressure, but when you turn it off, you can see how quickly that falls down. That means the regulator in the fuel pump is bad, and it's not keeping the pressure up like it's supposed to. The unit will start up and run, and 41 psi is the spec, so it's just a hair under, which isn't bad because you can plus or minus a couple psi and still run fine. But the main thing is, whenever you give it throttle, it dies and drops down on the fuel pressure. So the fuel pump will need to be replaced on that, and that should get it running good. As far as needing a service, the oils aren't horrible, but they are getting there. At least your oil's not black, but it's not gold like it's supposed to be. Your air filter's starting to get a little dirty there. Your rear differential fluid, I've pulled some out here. You can see that it's kind of this black color instead of color of fresh fluid that's supposed to be in it. And this has a wet brake system, which means your rear brake basically pads are in the rear differential, and that's why the oil gets so dark, is that's brake material in there. A couple other things I took a look at. Your brake fluid is obviously a pretty dark color here, and I've got a tester for moisture, and you can see that once it's in there, it turns red, saying that it's got excessive amounts of moisture in there, which could deteriorate your brake system and cause failure later. Also, I did not see any fluid in your overflow bottle, so I popped the cap to check, and you're topped off in the radiator, but upon inspecting the condition of it, I've only got two of the balls that are floating, which means it's only protected to about 5 degrees above freezing. So that's probably not what you want this time of year especially. I would definitely recommend doing a major service so that you can get all your fluids changed. We'll go over the unit thoroughly and check your clutches, change filters, all that stuff. The brake fluid flush and the coolant flush would be extra on top of that. Aside from that, all the drive shafts look to be in good shape. The tires look to be in good shape. The overall condition of the unit is fairly good. It just needs a little bit of love in service. So let us know. Thank you.